something that's really amusing to me is watching other cars with drivers that are clearly very, very impatient, and they're like inching up behind me, and then they switch lanes very rapidly, and then they start inching up behind the person next to me because they think the person next to me is going to go faster, and then they don't, and I can see how frustrated they are, and I feel vindicated. Does that make me a bad person? I hope not. You see, right there. Typically when somebody's driving slow, it's because they're about to turn. Either that, or they don't know where they're going, or they're old, or perhaps they're stoned. See that black car up there? They're in front of the white car that's in front of me. I think they're turning. Perhaps they're anxious to get home because a blunt is waiting. Maybe. Maybe they really need a drug of some sort. You never know. See that? That's my bicycle. I have a bicycle in the back of my car because I'm trying to start riding it again. And I had to visit this friend of mine so he can pump my tires for me because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Back in the habit of that because I remember when I first got sober, I was biking everywhere and it really, really helped. Now granted, I was high a lot of the time, but what's really cool is like having that experience without drugs. And riding a bicycle is the closest thing to feeling like you're flying. And so I've always wanted a motorcycle, but you see what I do to motor vehicles. I'm terrified what would happen to me if I got a motorcycle. So I think I'll just stick with a smaller one. But yeah, I biked around for like 2 years. I didn't drive. And it was so rewarding. It was such a spiritual thing that I did. And I talked to God. I'd highly recommend that because like whenever you exercise, you're releasing endorphins and it's such a positive thing for your psyche. And of course, you know, you have to get used to it. And I never thought that I would when I started doing it, but I kept doing it and I was amazed as to how quickly it would take me to get from place to place. Because you know, when you start off, you start slow, naturally, but the more your body gets adjusted to it, you'll be very amazed as to how quick you can get on that thing. But once you realize what it can actually do for you, you know, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, I need as much help as I can get, in case you didn't know.